What up, guys? Welcome back to For Misery Gaming for some more Overhits. And today, guys, kind of a cool milestone video, and I think this is a cool way to do this with this game particularly, because every 28 days we do get a SSR random ticket. So we are going to get a random SSR in today's video, and I wanted to combine opening this on camera with you guys to basically do it every 28 days in account showcase to see where we're at, what have we pulled, where have we progressed with between skills, gear, dupes of heroes, and things like that. So this is the first one because the game, as you guys know, we are in our 4th week of the game. So this is our very first account overview video. So let's go ahead and first see what we get. So let's actually make sure we're in a good channel so we don't have lag. I want to make sure. Alright, we should be good, but let's just make sure. I don't want to have any lag for anything. Alright, so here we go, guys. So our big want list is going to be Damien or Angelo. Those are the two ones we want. Those are two of the units we have pretty far along. Rise, I would take. Actually, low-key just pull our Roja, so getting our first copy of Roja wouldn't be bad either. But those are the two we... Definitely Damien, probably the most. Unknown would be good too, but Damien is probably the #1 want because if I can get 2 more dupes of him, I can replace Cicero in all my comps. So, let's see, guys. Can we get anything good? And... wow. Literally one of the worst SSRs in the game. Oh, my luck has just been awful in this game for so long. Oh my god. Well... that made the video pure despair. After I saw Josh get Angelo and his random SSR ticket, that makes me extremely salty. So, wow. Alright, at any rate, I guess let's feed that dupe in. Our first dupe of Jack. Wow, that's actually a little frustrating. I'm not low-key, not gonna lie. It's like, I would have taken almost any other SSR in the game, possibly outside of the low-tier farmable ones, like Malphion or Arya. Like, those are probably the only two I would rather not get than that guy. Okay, well then. Let's hop in. Alright, so let's go over, obviously, our highest ranked characters, which are going to be our SSRs that we have at S rank and A rank, and then we have dupes in. So let's look at Ashe first. So there we go, we have Ashe. We have him at max limit broken. Obviously, he's got his level 2 leader ability. He's got level 2 on his S1 and level 5 on his S2. The reason his level 2 is not maxed is where I would want it to be, because he has that AoE attack break, is because at the time I was leveling him up, I had a lot of fire skill stones, and I only had 1 dupe at the time. Just the 2 that you get basically for playing the game, and then I just started pulling a bunch of them and eventually got him maxed out. So that's why he is kind of a little awkwardly built, but we're literally, if we go to his skills, we're literally 1 skill stone away. 1 skill stone away from maxing his S2. So when that happens, you guys will see here, it goes massively increased, where it goes from a 3-person target to a 4-person target. And then his damage goes from 279 to 296, and it goes from a 31.5 to a 32.3% of attack decrease. So very big jump, especially because you have to look at it from the DPS point of view of, especially in PvP, where he goes basically from that 4 target to a 3rd target. That can be absolutely huge because you're basically gonna probably hit all of their DPS units of getting them an attack down if he's going before them, you know, in your team. So I think that's going to be a massive increase when I, in my dailies, eventually get that. Eze hasn't really changed much. You guys will see here, these are her stats overall. So we got 32% of damage plus crit. Or crit damage plus rate, 0 counter, 0 effect success rate because he doesn't really need it, or she doesn't really need it rather, 101% accuracy, damage increase of almost 5%, physical attack of nearly 8,000, obviously speed of 30, pierce damage of 173, pierce rate of 2.5%, and then that extra crit rate also of 3.4%, 3.43%. And then some of the other defensive stats there as well. So like I said, Tez hasn't really changed much. Elfie is our next project that we're very, very close to getting completed. So we have her on 4 dupes. Right there, crit damage rate of 30%. That's built-in base, that's not extra. So you guys see there, just so you guys know, the crit damage rate actually of Tez is built in is actually super low. You see there, she has 24% from gear. So that means she only gets, what is that? So that's only at 8% innately from her regular ability. So she actually does not have very much crit damage. Just so you guys are aware. Then we go to a unit like Ash, who has a decent amount additive, 21%. But look at that, 42% crit damage compared to Teze's 32. So he has a lot more, almost 20% innate crit damage from him, so which is insanely high in retrospect. So, but let's go back to Elfie, as we were saying, just so you guys are aware that, like, for some reason, Elfie has an insane amount of crit damage innately of 30% when she's a support unit, which is a little bad, but it is what it is. So magic attack of almost 6k, attack speed 27, because I'm missing 1 dupe of her. And then we got no counter rate, no crit rate, no pierce rate. And then we have a cooldown of almost 10%, which is really good. Cooldown's really good for her to kind of get her S1 up as often as possible. And a little bit of healing ability of 108%, so an extra 15% there. And then taking damage reduction is also at plus 18%. I don't know why, for some reason, it doesn't show you in the left-hand column. It's reflecting your gear for taking damage percent. That's a little weird, but she has this piece, which, guys, if you, my opinion, because we get so much level 4 gear from raids, if you guys are able to do level 8 and level 9 raids, I would recommend getting some of these pieces of the Robe of Cardinals and max limit breaking it, even if you're not going to max level it to 65 right now, because, you know, gear fodder to level gear in this game is like the biggest handicap we have. But if you get a piece that has 2 taken damage reduction rates plus a block rate, something similar to what I have, you can get that to almost 15% if you max it out with 5 dupes, which is insanely good. Like, if I go to my other piece that has damage reduction rate, for instance, so like this one here, you're only getting 6% unless you have dupes, you know, and both of those have terrible substats, so I'm not going to even bother. Besides getting that one piece to 40, I'm not going to even bother leveling those because it has too many flat substats, right? So I would recommend that, just as a little side note. It's probably a good idea. I'll probably do a more in-depth video on that for all the different pieces, but yeah. Then we have Rise, who's sitting at 3 dupes. Pretty decent, you know, he's almost at 17k CP overall, which is pretty good. He's gone as far as he can with his ability upgrades. I have a lot of Water Stones right now, and he even has his Grimoire. So he is getting that extra 12.9, almost 13% attack to all allies in his row. So you actually want to put, like, for the fire raids, put him and your other DPS in the same row, the back row. Even though he is a water unit and he could tank a lot of damage, you want to put them in the same row to get that bonus. So innately, that gives Teze a lot more damage, and I really notice it when I'm doing the Sanctum raids as opposed to, like, the Fafnir raids. So there you go. The other big unit we're working on is Sophia. She's got 4/4 on her skills. Like, I have lots and lots of Lightstones still saved up, and then she has this, which honestly, this wouldn't be a terrible piece to max limit break, but the only mode I'm really using her where she dies and it could matter somewhat would be PvP, but I feel if my Sophia's dead already at that point, then I'm probably going to lose anyway 90% of the time. So maybe I will max limit break this piece. I don't think I have any other dupes though. Oh, I do. I actually have 6. So that's a possibility. I could max this. Give her, you know, they'll probably increase that to almost 15% damage reduction as well. So that's a possibility I could do that for her. Then we go to her other stats. She innately also has crit damage rate of 20%, just like Ash does. So that's actually very high for another support hero. Kind of weird how they're doing that. And then we have skill cooldown innately is 9.68, and it gets an additional 4%. So I'm pretty sure these stats aren't actually, I don't know, for some reason they don't seem like they're reflecting. So I'm not sure. Maybe the offensive stats are reflecting gear, but the defensive stats have not been, as you guys saw previously. But at any rate, see their healing ability is at 100%. Then we have healing ability received stars 100%, and healing ability is at 108.92. Status effect resist, which is very good for her, is 12.76. I would like that to get very much higher. Because where is our... does it... Oh, here we go. Taken damage received. See? Right there, see, it's not being reflected on the gear. Because it shows taken damage reduction rate is 7.3%. But in the left-hand column where it should show your final stats, it's only 0. So I'm still unsure of how that's calculated. I don't know. That's really weird to me. It's very confusing that it just doesn't show you the final number regardless. Like, Epic 7 does it a lot easier where you're just like, yeah, that's your final number. It's not so confusing. Angelo, pretty much he's just benched. I use him randomly just in like some of the dailies and stuff just to make clears faster because he is an AoE nuker. But mine is still too low level to really do anything. I haven't even bothered to increase him because depending if I get more dupes of him or Damien first, like I want to get them to like... Damien I could rock +3 for raids and I think he'd be usable. But Angelo I really want +4 before I'm going to use him in either campaign or PvP. So I'm still a long way away from getting that unless I get lucky and pull some of them on banners. In the near future. So, not really going to spend too much time on him. Nigoroid, I definitely love her a lot. I definitely want to get rid of this accessory and get her something better. And then I also... Oh, hold up. Eventually, I probably am also going to put her on a damage reduction as well, just because block rate, unless you get to like 12%, I don't think it's really worth it. And we have flat defense there, so... when I pull another really good robe piece that's not on a current hero, then I'll probably throw the dupes in there that I get from raids and then give her that to give her 15% damage reduction, which will help her a lot in surviving in Fafnir a lot easier. Cicero, probably going to be a placeholder hero. I'm still using him right now, but I don't even have his Grimoire, and I haven't really messed with him at all. I haven't enhanced his level 1. I could be doing that. Let's actually see how many shards we have access to. Oh, we gotta go to the wrong one. So we have 125. I like to keep 100 in reserve just in case. For instance, I do need to get like a bunch of Darkstones for a week. So I may off camera go ahead and do that and just feed in, you know, the extra 20 to him. Because I believe my proxy is maxed out. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I have both. Yeah, both of his skills are maxed out. So he's pretty much where he's going to be for a long time. He's max ability. He's max skills. He has his level 2 leader. He just needs his Grim, and then he'll be a lot better. That's going to inflict blind for 20 seconds when active skills are triggered. And I'm pretty sure decreased attack success rate by 50%. So that's, yeah, blind is actually insanely good. I like how they do show you the exact percentage rate of what blind does there. That's actually pretty awesome. So, inflict blind for 20 seconds, active skills trigger success rate is only 10%. So, but the fact that it is passive is very, very good. So that can be very, very useful, especially for PvP, and also for campaign. That's where I feel these two modes are going to be best. So that is, but I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I haven't really invested in any other heroes. I mean, I have some dupes fed in. I don't have gear in any other heroes to my knowledge, unless it's leftover gear that I haven't, taken off. But that is what our account looks like. I guess we'll go into also our inventory just to show you some of our exclusive equipment. So Grimoire, we do have Elfie's Grimoire, which is really good. She got a decent, not a gold ability, but she does have a little bit extra damage reduction there. And this ability, White Owl's Protection, remember she uses a skill. She will heal an ally with the lowest health. And then we have Young Gleck's Grimoire. Unfortunately, I don't know when I'm going to use him because my Tez is maxed. This guy's really good. His Grimoire, like I said, give me a 13% attack to every DPS or any hero basically in your row, plus getting skill cooldown reduction of almost 3%. Not too bad at all. So that's definitely pretty cool. We have Blood Marys, which is an SR. We have Cascas, which could possibly be used, maybe. We have Vanessa's. Then we have, I always forget this guy's name. Whatever, the Dark Goblin dude. We have Malfians as well. Unfortunately, he's just kind of bad. I wouldn't use him unless I had him max duped over time from just free to play. This is pretty cool though. We do have Alcons, so he may be working my way into raid eventually. When I feel like I don't need Pez's leader's ability to be so maxed out anymore, I may throw him in there. Or a possibility I could take Nikoroid out for him is another possibility. I'd have to see though. And then we have Amades, I think that's how you pronounce his name. We have his. We have regular Glex, which I do have him. I just only have one copy, so he's not really worth anything right now. I have Hakate's as well. Grim as well there. Then we have this one. We have Koshiro's. We have also the wrestler dude. The wrestler dude, whatever his name is. I don't know all these people's names. I'm sorry. We have Blossom's Grim though, so when I can get Blossom and some dupes in her, she'll be really, really lit. That'll be really, really good. We also have Gordon's, so a lot of SSRs, just not the fire one we want, which is Ash. And today we just got this, which is Aroha's Grim. Why couldn't you give me Rito's Grim, though? Look at that. That's a really big crit rate damage boost, too. That's not even gold level. That's just a very high number. That's actually pretty insane. But I don't even own her, so useless for me right now, unfortunately. And then let's go into our Soul Stones. This is what we have for Soul Stones. I still have not yet one time gotten a UR Crystal drop. I see people in the Discord, like, every day they're getting a UR Crystal drop. I still have not gotten one single drop. But it is what it is. So these are the crystals we have. I'm going to wait till I get a bunch more just to do a batch. I may wait till we're getting the new event tomorrow morning, I think. We'll probably get some kind of patch notes later tonight. If I am around and I have the time, I'll do that quick video. If not, I'll try to do that. Actually, no, we actually go into maintenance. I think last time we went into maintenance, like right when Epic 7 got out of maintenance, like we had the patch. So I think it's like midday tomorrow. So if we don't get the patch notes until like super, super late tonight or tomorrow morning for whatever the event and all the updates are going to be for this game, then I'll just cover that tomorrow morning when I wake up. But those are what I have right now for Soul Stones. Like, nothing really too crazy. These are the skill stones we have. So we're 3 cores away from another craft. What I do try to just every day or every other day is just try to get 5,000 sand and buy the 10 lot. And then over time, when I just get drops of the Grim cores, I'll just do extra crafting when I have them. So, but you guys see there, yeah, I still have lots of, like, green. I have no green heroes at all for SSRs that are duped. So my greens are just gonna stack and stack and stack until I start getting some green heroes. But light, we're starting to stack up a lot, and then water as well. Obviously, if I get another copy of Rise, then he can get more enhanced as well. But even then, if I pull a dupe of Rise, I wouldn't even have enough crystals right now to max him. So it's better off just to save my resources for when I need them, for sure, on heroes I know I'm gonna use, as opposed to like randomly feeding in water crystals to random water heroes just because I have one dupe of them. Just not really beneficial in my opinion. I think I'm better off just saving. But that is going to be the video today, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed my overall account overview of where I'm at in the game with everything. So hopefully we get a pretty cool update. I know, like, honestly, Overhit's like really, really dry, and I'm really hoping Nexon does some stuff to the game soon. I'm going on a little vacation trip this weekend though, so to me, I don't really care if we don't get a massive update. If it's just another event and a new raid, that's cool, because I'm not going to have an insane amount of time to play, you know, manually. I'll be able to obviously auto off camera. But let me know what you guys are, how you guys are doing. If you guys are day one players as well, and you got your SSR ticket, drop in the comment section down below what you guys pulled and where you guys' accounts are at. Let me know all the +3 and above SSRs you guys currently own, and how you guys are doing in PvP and raids, and all that fun stuff. I want to hear all your guys' feedback of what you guys think of the game after 4 weeks. But thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you guys are new, hit the subscribe button down below, enable bell icon so that you guys are notified when we post videos and when we go live, because, you know, YouTube likes to not notify you guys. And like the video if you guys did enjoy as well. And until then, guys, this is Fort Misery Gaming. We'll see you in the next Overhit video. Peace.